Are you ready?
No. Yes.
Good. Let's do it!
What you are about to see may disturb you, for this video is haunted by technical difficulties. We left our third camera angle footage at Gen Con, so I guess pour one out for our homies. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Gen Con. I am your friendly neighborhood active player network host, Ann Richmond, and I'm here with Tom Wetzel of Thames and Cosmos, and today we are looking at adventure games. Tell me about these two.
They're as epic as you made them sound.
Adventure!
These are based on a type of video game that was popular a while back, the adventure game series where it's like point and click on your computer, but they are obviously, because they're physical board games, they're totally different. The cool thing about them is it's a cooperative game, similar to a choose your own adventure, only you as a player have a character and you are interacting with the same storyline as everyone else that you're playing with at the same time but in a different way.
Okay.
Like you interact with certain things differently because you are a different person.
That's true. I am very strange. I'm sure I can bring that to bear here as well. How long does it take to get started?
The two that we have here, which is the Dungeon and Monochrome Inc., they both come with 3 chapters. Each of those chapters is about 2 hours long, and you could technically play through them again as well if you wanted, because you don't destroy the components. However, you kind of know the storyline, which is a very strong part of this game, is the story is very, it carries the game. So knowing the story means you won't have that surprise anymore, but you can definitely play it again and try a different route or a different option.
That's cool, because I mean that's very different than, let's say, the exit games that you guys make, that it's once you pop you don't want to stop but you kind of have to.
Yes.
Playtime, is it like 90 minutes? What?
Each chapter is about 2 hours, so 3 chapters each, so you're looking at altogether about 6 hours. And I would say, having played these, you kind of want to go through a full chapter at a time, but you don't need to play all 3 at the same time.
And how many players would be
1 to
ideal?
4.
Yeah.
I like it with 4 because it's a very social game, and it's not a role-player game, but you kind of, I don't know, I don't play role-playing games, or that often
Tom.
at least, and this really hooked me. It's not even a role-player game, but I felt like I was that character.
What is the setting like for each of these? This is obviously a dungeon, so is this like a classic fantasy dealie?
It is, and I have a couple of the components out here for that one.
Cool.
You wake up, this one's cool, you wake up in a dungeon, unaware of why you were there. So you and your potentially 3 other
colorful compatriots
are going to explore this area, trying to figure out what's going on. You do that by looking at, all right, so there's a window here. If you want to explore what's going on at that window, look out the window. You read in the book the entry corresponding.
I gotta know. I have to know now. That's how do I? Do we? No, I do. Got scared. I got too excited. The bunk creaks as you stand on it to examine the window. The bars are too close to squeeze through. When you rattle them, you notice one of the iron bars is loose. Take adventure card 11.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. It's a solid iron bar. I did it. I won. And that's the game. No, I'm kidding. That's okay. So that's really fun. So it really does feel like those books that I don't know if y'all out there in the dark used to read them, but I used to read tons of choose your own adventure style books. So that's awesome. So then these are just things you can use along the way as you go?
Yeah, and that's one of the cool things about the book is that I can now take this iron bar and I can try and pry open this grate. I add the 2 numbers together, not add them, but combine them. So there would be an entry for 11401.
Oh, okay. So to see what the combination of these 2 things is. I'm sorry, guys. We should have put a spoiler warning that there is an iron bar in this game. I'm so sorry.
You're right. It is
Fix
a spoiler.
it in post, Josh. Add the spoiler warning.
I don't know if it's that big of a spoiler. That's the
People
first thing
are very
you read.
serious about spoilers, so I mean. So this is your classic fantasy setting, but what about Monochrome Inc.?
Monochrome ink. Now this one's interesting. You'll notice the player age recommendation on this is considerably higher.
Okay.
Because it is a little bit more of an adult theme. You're breaking into the local evil corporation trying to figure out what's going on.
So basically what you're saying is that if you're under 16 years old, you shouldn't break and enter. Okay, cool. So you're trying to break into this intense build.
So it's an evil corporation,
okay.
And you have a hunch that they're doing something shady. You break in and you try and figure out what they're actually doing. You and 3 other people potentially. So these come out in September,
Okay.
Mid to late September, and the MSRP on these is also a great selling point. $19.95.
$19.95. Well, thank you so much, Tom. Thanks for coming.
Thanks,
it's
Ann.
always great having you. We'll see you next time right here on Active Player Network.